Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here. Nightfall solo time once again. Week of January 22nd is when this wing is recorded, so if things have changed since then, you know, adjust accordingly. But Will of the Thousands is the only triumph I don't have, so definitely want to cross this one off my list. Now, my stream is being entertained right now. If you guys don't catch this thing live on Twitch, follow me on Twitch, turn on those notifications, you'll know when I go live. You can enjoy the antics that it takes to make one of these videos. All of that being said, let's talk about the modifiers. If you guys want to look at the timestamps, jump ahead to just when the gameplay starts, that's totally fine. I'll break it up so you guys can know boss fights and a couple things like that. First, we're going to talk about the Singe. Basically, the way the Singe is, Arc is going to be flying at you a lot. There's a lot of knights with a lot of boomers, and those are going to be painful. So that's definitely a struggle. Void is going to be ogres, some acolytes, the snipers, and also the floor in the boss room. So solar is not exactly like totally safe because there are some crossbows, there's a few grenades, and the boss giant face beam is also solar, but it does seem like the lesser of all the evils. So all that being said, seems like solar Singe is the way to go. Heavyweight, of course, that's pretty much the easy one. Match game. This is just going to give you the most points, so if you are going for points and maybe you're lower level or just trying to max the points out as much as you can, match game will help you the most. This is the giant question mark just because there are some sword knights in here, and if they smash me, these will actually one-shot me. So I only have about a 90-point handicap on, so I'm not even dropping all the way down. I'll be like 558, I think, math-wise, if that works. But they hurt. Thralls will probably be 1 or 2, but those swords, you're pretty much toast. So, definitely got to keep my head on a swivel. A little harder to do that without a radar. But all that being said, that is the setup. Go figure, as always, that's just going to be there. Now, at some point in the boss fight, you're likely to see wizards. They may be at 1 or 2 other places. So something solar is going to be beneficial to take care of those shields because we are running a match game. But also, I wanted something with range. Now, I could go Twilight Oath and really pop some heads. But then I'm just forced to use my go figure a lot. This gives me a little bit of an auto rifle machine gun feel if there's some thrall running at me. And it's solar, so I get that bonus damage as well. So I'm running with this one. I could try this one. Icolo shotgun seems a little risky because it's up close and personal. And then the big boy. So for heavyweight, there are a lot of knights and therefore a lot of arc shields. You need something to bust through those shields, and what better thing than Thunderlord? Now, the alternative to that would be if you wanted to run something like Avalanche here. If you actually got the machine gun from, what am I trying to think of? The Dawning. So if you got a good Avalanche, which I've got one, and then say you come up here and you run something that's arc, even just like a bow to pop shields, and then you can switch back and forth and probably do even more damage. That's a debate, and maybe I'll have to test that on another run. But at least for now, I'm set up this way. So long intro out of the way. If you guys jumped ahead to the time that this video starts, we're right here. So Will of the Thousands, if you were live on Twitch, I think this is take 5. So here we go. All right, Guardians, first things first, jump the cliff, jump on your Sparrow, and we'll get rolling. So when you guys run this strike, points aren't really going to be that much of an issue. If you have a decent amount of Thunderlord ammo, you should be able to blast a lot of guys. So as long as you're not dying like I did on my previous takes, time shouldn't be that bad either. You can even take the boss room fairly slow, and you should be okay. So caution is what I would advise here more than most things, because I've seen a lot of deaths of people trying to run through sections when they don't need to be, and it's just not totally necessary. Watch out for the acolytes, and then over here, watch out for the knights. Now that guy's going to hurt. Notice he's got the solar crossbow. And again, the shields are good, but I saw some heavy ammo drop. If you see heavy ammo drop, just go to town, because you're likely to get some. Ow. Forgot one. And then, of course, the boss, or the knight up here. If for some reason you are working on a powerful weapon frame, guess what? Now's a good time to make sure you've got one to work on, because there's going to be a lot of enemies to kill. Alright, so you could technically drive your Sparrow up in here. It's not really that necessary. Just run on up. Now, at this point, you're probably going to pick some stuff up off from range. Make sure Thunderlord's reloaded, because there will be some arc shields. There will be an Ogre in here as well. That one you're going to want to blast pretty quickly. But try and kill everything you can from range, because as soon as you get up close, that's when things start running at you. And with Blackout on, that's when things really start to hurt. Thralls, see if that knight down there wants to peek a little bit. See how much damage I can put in. See, the acolytes are void, so those can be trouble. I think I do actually have to jump over there. What's up, Tanner? How you doing? And again, if you find a knight and you can just drop it, sometimes it's just worth going to town on it. Now, there's the ogre. You might want to just, like, finish that thing off really early on and then kind of wait for other things to happen, because once the ogre's down, things get a little more tame. Now, watch for the knights. They are going to hurt. Now, if I can pop his shield before he actually gets here would be good. Guess not. That's a little too close for comfort. Now, again, even Thrall with Blackout on can be trouble, so just be careful. Watch for the ads on the sides. As the ads come up at this point, now try and switch up ammo, so you can try and get some other things to drop. So if you switch ammo, that'll help you guys hopefully get a little heavy ammo, get that refill in. If heavyweight's working properly, it might, at least. Or I can just struggle completely. Well, I can't hit the broadside of anything right now, so good stuff. I do like the way the Black Armory weapons sound. Nearly all of them have a very unique kind of military, heavy-hitting feel. I'm digging them so far. Just be aware as you're jumping around. I do have a heavy brick to grab, so that's good. Perfect. Scavenger makes all of my heavy bricks, like, you know, basically give me so much more than they probably should, but I'm not arguing with that. As I said, points shouldn't be an issue, so just keep that in mind. I forgot a piece. Dang it. Okay, word of the wise, don't do what I just did. When you talk to this, when you interact with this terminal, make sure you actually shoot this terminal. It looks cool too, because you don't want to miss out on that. It's also just better for time if you don't forget a step. Alright, so onward. You're going to have a couple rooms. Definitely a knight here. Find the knight, focus it down. Of course, he's going to jump and hide. Over 2. Now again, find that knight, drop it down, and then focus the rest down with whatever you've got. Watch the solar crossbows. Those sting a lot. They're not the most accurate, but if they tag you, they're going to hurt. Solar singes on. Or just any enemy, apparently, is just going to make me struggle. Got one over here. There we go. Now, next room. Darth Cow with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much. I know this is probably going to end up on YouTube, but that's totally fine. I'll shout you out there, too. So once you can find a knight, drop them quick. And just always make sure you reload it before you kind of enter the next encounter, because if you got to switch to heavy and it's not there, machine guns only take about 6 years to reload. So it's not anything you want to catch yourself totally off on. Once you investigate it, then we're going to have the ads spawn. First phase is going to be over here on this side.
With the inhibitor offline, the neural network is going crazy. I'll try to stabilize.
All right. Wait for the ads to spawn, usually down here on the left, and then some on the right as well. Now, I'm going aggressive right now with heavy just because I do have a lot of ammo. Big one to watch out for is this knight that spawns up here first. And also these solar grenades. Now, where's this knight? He's hiding. Again, the knight, big one. Try and find him. Drop him quick. Not even worth messing with. And then, again, try and find your stragglers. And keep switching up those guns. Trying to get that heavy ammo to drop. That will pay off big dividends if you have that heavy ammo brick to work with. Now, here is when things get a little dicey. You're going to have some definite fun. Now, these guys are where you probably want to use your super. These shield knights, if you can kill them and not have to worry about them, they're not going to melee the crap out of you. Now, the other ones, the other knights that actually shoot boomers, they're going to sting, but they're not as bad because the melee won't just absolutely wreck you. There we go. And you can pick this thing up, clear a few ads out. I think I have like one other dude who just doesn't want to die. There we go. And then same thing, throw this in the vent, which I'm terrible at aiming this thing. Hey, it hit. Cool. Alright, so onward we go. I never have any ammo for this thing, so I don't get to use it much. So, again, always making sure you're reloaded. Next room, this should be the outdoor one, so you're going to have some ads spawn in front of you, so try and take those out first. Also nice to see if you get any ammo, lets you know how crazy you get to be with your ammo use. You're going to have quite a few cursed thralls, so you can mow those down. Now, if you want to spawn like the whole room, you can kind of run and jump over this thing here. It's going to spawn a lot of ads. Or you can do it a little more of a controlled pace, which is fine either way, honestly. Throw a grenade down there, see if I can put some work in that way. Come on. Try and get that cursed thrall to mess him up. Now here's where you have to watch this guy. Told you they'll kill you. You know what? I feel like that's got to be a checkpoint. If it's not, I'll restart. But if that's a reasonable checkpoint, we're going to leave it. It's not bad. Alright, so same thing. I'll show you guys what you would call less than optimal. That's just me being aggressive with the whole blackout. Told you it wasn't the best run, but we're going to leave it in for now and see how it goes. And then again, the go figure, still putting in work. Now that knight, again, if you see it, kill it quick. Same thing with the ogre. Find that ogre. Try not to pinch yourself against the wall when things are walking at you. Even slowly. It's terrifying. Ogre's quick. These guys, also scary because they will absolutely just end it. Got some ammo, which is good. You're going to have a few straggler ads, so if you jump up on this, you might get a few more to spawn. So if you jump up there and you hear things spawn and you need to pull back, just pull back. We're at 8 minutes and we're probably farther along in the strike than you guys think. We got the boss room, but Thunderlord's going to make that a little quicker. So I'm going to try and hope we get some heavy, which just dropped, which is absolutely just perfect. Streamer luck, of course. Content creator, as my brother says, definitely luck in drops. As he gets his first... He got like Ursa Furiosa, he's also got Jotun and pretty much everything else. So yeah, I don't think he gets to argue too much anymore. Alright, so I got an heavy ammo brick there. I gotta go interact with the terminal and then explode that one. Ventilator core. Ghost is doing its thing. Nice, got a 650 level. Good stuff. Shoot that a couple times. I'll even grab the ammo. Alright, so being maxed here is going to be fairly important, but trying not to use too much so you actually have something for the final section. Basically just going to town on the boss, that's the big key. Alright, so here, gonna have some normal acolytes first. Save your heavy. I did get a brick out there, which is nice. Then when the ads start spawning, again, if it's a sword knight, just don't even let it get close. Truly, now there's gonna be a wanted enemy in here. It's on the right-hand side. You do not have to worry about it. If you would rather not, I wouldn't focus on it. Now the ogre, on the other hand, that you need to focus on, like, real fast. Now there's probably also some other sword knights in here, so if you feel like you need a little safety net, come up here, try and find this guy, watch the snipers off to the sides, ogre is down, this is big guy time, make sure you got that ammo, and then snipers up here as well. Jump in the air before I need a change of underwear from the big boy knights up there, try and actually use this to break their shields real quick. There we go. Alright, so melee knights are down, wanted guy's still up, but that's probably okay. Still got some ammo. Now again, if you want points, just shoot everything in the room. You got a lot of stuff to kill, a lot of things to go to town on, and as I've even got heavy ammo out there, I might even go for the wanted guy. Not entirely sure if that's necessary. I do have a heavy ammo, so I might actually try it. Dang it, screw it, we'll do it. Alright, so where's the shield before he runs away, or runs at me, one of the two. Oh, come on, dude. He's half down. I mean, if he's in here, I may as well get the points for him, right? Oh, come on. Put your shield down. Well, that's how powerful Thunderlord is. It's basically just broken 4,000 points as well. 155,000 points in 10.5 minutes. You guys think I'm doing alright on points? I think I'm okay. I got plenty of heavy out there, so that's why I did that. I wouldn't waste a clip and a half on something worth like 4,000 points if I didn't know I had all this stuff sitting out there. So that's a perk. Grab this, run inside. It breaks. Go ahead and grab this again. Now, there's only one problem with this. You can kill some of the normal ads. You're not going to touch the knights with the shields though. So aim for most of the ads out there. Try and take those out. Watch for the knights. And again, if you're in trouble, as those knights really don't want to die, or just you completely whiff, that's also an option. I'll just be up here floating, chilling, knights doing their thing. That's a really spinny head. Good job, man. Couple knights. Now if you want a better angle, usually I'll come over here to the right hand side, try and get a decent angle on them. Again, your knights up here, watch for those. And again, if they put up a shield, just make sure you... Ah! Stinker. And again, watch the shields, put the damage on. Just try and keep the damage on so that shield is something you don't have to worry about. So then you can try and get that normal kill for potentially some more ammo, or he's just going to be a pain in my butt. And at least shoot his knee for a little while. Can I actually kill you? This is kind of a test of shields versus damage. Doesn't seem to be going well in my favor. See, this is the thing about like knights and shields and getting their health back that gets to be a little ridiculous. Look at this. It's going to take like 4 clips on one knight. It's excessive in my opinion. There we go. And I probably didn't even get ammo from him. But that's why I didn't want to use heavy. Now you could run down here and pick this thing up and smash it on him. But again, as match game is active, you're not going to do much. So that's why unfortunately you do have to switch to something arc. And that's why I'm like, if I have Avalanche, I could go to town on some of these guys, but I literally have to pop every single Knight Shield with my bow and then fire, which is a slower process. Now I'm 13 minutes. I have plenty of points. Now just if I can have a decent boss run, we should be reasonable. All depends on how much damage you can do to the boss and get a reasonable angle on him, basically to push him to his final phase quicker. You're always going to have one phase of ads. There's pretty much no way I've found to one phase him. So... be careful about that and trying to overdo it. Now, trying to find a place to stand where you're not actually going to get melted can be tough, but also having a good angle on him is important. Somewhere underneath him so you can actually get him when he opens his eyes. If you're off to the side too far, it's not the best angle. And again, trying to thread that needle for the crit spot. I mean, Lunafaction boots probably would work better. Look at me. That's gonna hurt, promise. Come on. A lot. I can't take another one of those. Come on, look at me for just a little while. There. Come on. Grenade didn't actually hit him much. Now get off that platform when this happens, because for one, you're going to have ads, and then two, this is where you're going to actually have the wizards. If they will spawn, they will, so I'm going to go Solar Super. That's a lot of stuff flying, so don't stand still for very long. Watch out for the melee guys, and then make sure you find yourself some cover. Now melee guys are an important piece. Yep, just like this. Make sure there's no more. You can use these side pillars as cover. Try and focus on the knights so they don't come join you on these platforms. I've had that happen. But for now, see if I can pop a couple of these wizard shields. And again, if you got to switch platforms for cover, again, you still got 3 minutes before you really start cranking down the points, so just play the safer game. It's better. There's one down. Really? I don't think that wizard's actually... Ah, that's what I was talking about. Those guys get aggressive, and yeah, you want them dead. The knights are the one thing in here that will pretty much one-shot you. That and the 14,000 grenades flying at you as well. It's also a thing. Are you serious with that? I just put a healing rift right here, I guess. The wizards, man, they do not stop. Like, so much, like, never having to reload. I think that's cheating in my opinion, but what am I going to do? Now, once that goes down, be ready. Looks like I do have some ammo. Now, this is when he's going to drive across the map, so make sure you come back to the back. He's going to drive some direction. Just make sure you're not in the middle. Usually behind one of these pillars is safe. And that was not the safest, so got probably one more. As soon as he pops, you want to find him. Go to town on him quick. He's immune, so that's going to be the next phase. Ads are going to spawn. There's nothing you can do about it. Now, this is when the ogres will spawn, so dropping those quick is crucial. This is where heavy ammo, again, a pretty big dependent thing lately in some of my videos. I am definitely going to agree with that statement, for sure. But it's just kind of one of those things. A lot of stuff in this game is heavy ammo dependent right now, so. And if I can get him to pop up and not get melted by a Vanquisher, hopefully I can kill him a little quicker. And there we go. He is done. Don't stand under him. You will actually die. And there we go. That is 17 minutes. I'd love if this would actually finish. Yeah, takes so long for him to disappear. I still lose points. And there we go. Alright, so let's get back to orbit and I will finish this thing up. Ooh, I got some gauntlets. Exciting. So yeah, that's a wrap. I'll see you guys back in orbit. Well, Guardians, that pretty much wraps up Will of the Thousands. As you guys can see, there are a ton of arc shields, so however you decide to handle those, totally fine. For me, Thunderlord paired with Heavyweight is a nice combo where you can still do a ton of damage. I mean, I could try another run later just to see how Avalanche and, say, you know, something to bust that shield goes. But I think for speed, having that Thunderlord do its work is probably still going to be better off. Make sure you have something for Solar, and that pretty much wraps it up. So, for everybody out there, you guys can follow me on Twitter, which we're headed towards 1,000 followers. So if you guys haven't followed me, please follow me there. You'll kind of stay tuned, maybe some giveaways, maybe some codes coming up, so definitely keep an ear to the ground on that one. Some of you guys are watching this live on Twitch anyway, but if you haven't yet, follow me on twitch.tv/Ebontis, and hit those notifications. You guys will know when I go live working on crazy things like this, which was like Take 5. And then finally on YouTube, if you guys are watching it here, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have been awesome lately. 31,005 and still climbing. I'm blown away. So keep it going. Hit that sub button. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave a comment, just say hello, whatever it is. Thank you guys very much, and I will see you in the next one. You guys are awesome.